Okay, everybody. Blessings, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me. We're here. This is our first Zoom meeting. We want to go over our program and the many benefits that it's had for so many people, benefits for me personally, and really just how the program started. But before we get started, before we have any staff meeting in office, and before we do anything, we always just like to give thanks to God because He's given us an opportunity to be creative and do things for people that is actually changing lives, my life included. So before I get started, I'd like to give thanks to God for everything He's done for us and Him giving us the mind and the opportunity to be successful in what we're doing. I want to talk about Urban Initiative right now and how we got started. I have a partner, his name's Attorney Smith, and I was doing heavy in cryptocurrency at that time, and he was doing crypto, and he was also doing something called Forex. And he kept telling me, you got to get into Forex, you got to get into Forex, but I wasn't interested. I was having great success doing what I was doing. But one day, a young lady comes into my office and she starts talking about Forex, and it reminded me, hey, Attorney Greg talked to me about this. So I went out to Galveston, Texas. We sat down. Eventually, we went to a conference. It cost probably $300,000, but we learned this system. And this system is data driven. Anybody in business knows that data drives decisions, but they followed the Wall Street market for probably 30 years. They looked at the market trends, the ups and downs, and they developed a system how you can, I don't want to say predict, but you can have a pretty good indication of when the market is about to go long or the market's going to go short. And it's based off a system where you can tell if currencies are being overbought or oversold. And once you can see that by looking at the charts, you can make a pretty solid position on where you think the money is going to go. And we've done that, and we've been very successful. So in this conference in Miami, we learned all these things. And as we learned them, I started to do it right there on the spot. In the first week, I made $3,000. So this is how the program started. I made $3,000 and I was very excited. The second week, I actually made $11,000. Now, at this point, I was pinching myself a little bit because I thought it was unbelievable. The third week, I made $35,000. The fourth week, $25,000. And at that point, I said, okay, I think this is real. I pinched my executive administrator. I said, I think this is real. And we got rid of everything we had. We had daycares, we had properties, we had other things. And we said, we're going to dive all in with this. And I have a friend, he's in the program. He actually works for the program now. I called him up. I said, hey, man, this program is doing something special. Come on in, jump in with me. He rolled the dice because none of us really knew, because we didn't have the historicity and the track record to really truly see what this program was going to do. But he jumped in at $5,000. And I can honestly say today, and it's probably been about 16 months he's been in the program, he has an account over $200,000, probably closer to $250,000. And I believe it changed his financial world. I know it's changed my financial world. And everything has been word of mouth. As his financial world was changing, he invited a couple of his friends. His friends invited their friends. And we've been able to build a community of probably 400 people where the main thing, which is really the ability to generate money, we're pretty good at it. Now, the program has grown fast and it has outstripped our office resources. So we've been a little bit behind in catching up with office process, account balances, paperwork, but we're getting decent at that. But the main thing, and the reason that everybody's in this program, is because they're able to make money through this program. So that's what we're doing, and it's exciting. So before we get deep into the program, I just need to stop right now and thank the team, because without the team, none of this is possible. We have Dana Songer. She's the executive administrator of the program. Every detail, every return on investment, every profit, it sits at her desk and it's in her mind. We couldn't be who we are without her. We have Andrea Del Sandro, who is the director of enrollment. She will tell you how the program works and the things that we do. It will be impossible to exist without her. David Andino is the senior vice president. He is the quarterback of the office. So he runs the offense. If he throws the ball to the right person. Without him, it'd be impossible for me to do the things that I do. So I tip my hat to him. We have Miss Erna, who is the junior office administrator. And we've called her I've been calling her for the past 2 weeks, the employee of the month. She has done some of the most incredible things for our team and makes it possible for everybody to get information and get emails. And so everybody, if you're ever in the office or on the Discord, make sure you give her a special thanks. We have Monica Reyes, who is an account manager, and she's also the instructor. So anybody that wants to learn what we're doing, how we're doing it, if they come into the office for a training, Monica is the lead trainer, and she is a great, great addition to our team. And then we have my brother, Bobby Hamilton. He's my brother from another mother, but he is truly my bro. He is the account and liquidation officer, and he does a great job making sure people's checks are accounted for. Also, if people need to leave the program for whatever reason, he's there to help that process go smoothly. So without the team, there's no me, there's no us, there's no urban initiative. So I want to give thanks to everybody on the team. They've done an incredible job. Now, back to the program. One of the things I was looking at today before I came to the meeting is I said, I want to see how effective we've been. And so as I've been doing that, I looked at our 50-50 program. And as I looked at it, if you were in this 50-50 program for more than, I would say, 3 to 4 months, you have reached and achieved what we call platinum status. They have received back more money than they ever even put in the program. So we're talking 100% of the people, if you've been in that program for 4 months, now you're playing on house money. The returns you're getting are beyond, they're beyond what you even put in the program. So that's amazing. If you're in a 100% program, your money will compound quicker than anything else, and you will continue to trend toward the goal of the program, which is millionaire status. So again, I just want to tip the hat to the team, because without this, none of this is possible. So one of the things that has been challenging the offices is the vision of this program. When we started, it was just a handful of people, but then it exploded into hundreds of people. And as it grows, it has forced us to think about what is the true vision of this program, and do people truly understand what it is that we're doing? So the vision of the program is we want to develop future millionaires, okay? Future millionaires. One of my mentors always tells me that wealth is built over time. You don't develop wealth overnight. Real money that sticks around is developed over time. And so I think a lot of people in our program, just because of the immediate success of the program, have been caught up, and this isn't a bad thing, but they've been caught up in the immediate money that the program delivers every week, because the program does that. But I want to challenge people to step back and think about the goal. Our goal is between 2025 and 2026 to see 400 millionaires. That's the goal. And in order to get there, everybody is going to have to stay unified, and you will have to understand the process. You will have to trust the process in order for us to get there collectively. And if you're on this team, I promise you, my staff will do everything we can do to ensure that you get to that goal. You will break the finish line, and you will get to that millionaire status. But in order to do that with the right mindset and the right attitude, we have to understand a few things. And I know a lot of us understand them, but not all of us understand them. In order to get to this millionaire status, we first off have to understand, what we're doing. one of my mentors, he's probably in this group. He taught me, he said, we talked about the eighth wonder of the world and we talked about the ninth wonder of the world. He said the eighth wonder of the world is the power of compound interest. Compounding is simply this: the money you make, instead of spending it, you compound that on top of your account balance so that the subsequent week you're actually making more money. I want us as a team to think like this. There's something in business and it's called the opportunity cost. So let's say I have $1,000 and I want to go out and have a great time, and that's fine if I want to do that. But if I have $1,000 and I go out and have a great time, I just spent my $1,000. But I wasted the opportunity that $1,000 could do for me. Now, if I had $1,000 and I invested in a program that was able to get me 2% a day, well, at the end of the year, that $1,000 would be $140,000. You see what I'm saying? So when you spend money, it's not just the cost of what you purchase. You're also, it's called opportunity cost. What opportunity am I giving up as I spend this money? And so when you're thinking about this program, if you don't need your 50-50 payment, then compound that onto your account, because the opportunity that the compounded money will do for you will be greater than spending 150 or 250 bucks. If you need it, you need it. And that's why the program is here. But don't miss out on the opportunity that staying committed and faithful to compounding can do for you. So that's one of the things about the program. So if our goal is to produce 400 millionaires, which is achievable, I wouldn't say a goal that if I didn't think it was achievable, but if that is our goal, we need to start to think different. So as we were aiming for our goal and organizing our thoughts and trying to get on the same page, we developed the concept that even the name of our program needs to change. So we have changed the name from the Legacy Wealth Program. And listen, we want you to create a legacy for yourself, and you can do that when you have wealth. But we've changed the name to the Future Millionaires Club. And we changed it to that for a reason. Now it's the Future Millionaires Club. So every time you see the logo, every time you hear about the program, I want you to begin to think, my goal is to be a future millionaire. 2025, 2026, I'm walking into my millionaire status, rather than thinking too heavily about how much money I'm going to get on Friday. Now, the money you get on Friday is important. Trust me, I get that. But the goal is more important than the Friday. And so I want everybody's mind to shift. Can you imagine if we created a community of 400 millionaires 3 or 4 years from now, how much power and collaboration and opportunities we would all have? So that's the goal, and that's what we're pushing people towards. It's the Future Millionaires Club. So with that in mind, I'm just challenging everybody to think differently. The way the markets work is they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. But over time, you see the market continues to go up, up, up. You might have a great week, then it might come down. You might have another good week, it might come down. But over time, it continues to go up. If you don't understand that market, you may get frustrated in any investing program. Because if I put, let's say I have $20,000 in the 50-50 program, and let's say one week I get a check for $899 and I'm happy. But let's say the next week, my check is only $633. I really shouldn't be mad, because the market goes up, it goes down. If the market was 100% predictable, everybody in the world would be a billionaire, but it's not. But we as a team have a great system that gives us a great shot at making money. Now, our first goal in the program is not to make you money. That is the second goal. The first goal in the program, I tell the staff this all the time, is to make sure you don't lose your money. Goal number one is don't lose their money. I don't want 400 people calling me up saying, where's my money? Where's my money? Goal one, don't lose the money. Goal number two now is, okay, now that we've secured the equity and now that we're not losing people's money, now let's go out and make a little bit of money. So if you If your check went from 800 to 600, don't be upset. If you're in the 50-50 program, you still made $1,200 that week. You know what I'm saying? And in the weeks to come, if you continue to compound your money on top of your money, that check will grow from 800 to 900, from 900 to 1100. And over time, you'll be like the first guy in the program who started with $5,000 and now has a $250,000 account. And so I want to challenge people to do that. If you need the money, keep expecting your Friday check. But if it's something you really truly don't need, get into one of the programs that compounds more aggressively, because that'll change your life. Now, the 50-50 will change your life also, but the more you compound, the better off you'll be. Now, one of the programs that we have initiated, but everybody doesn't know about it, it's called our Diamond program. It's a Diamond partnership program. And this is a way for everybody in this program to fast track our collective goal to the millionaire status, but it's also a way for you to enhance your personal finance. So one of the things we've successfully been able to do through the Diamond program is it's a referral program. So if I bring somebody into the program, and let's say they bring $1,000 into the program, 30 days from the time they join our team, I would get my referral bonus. So in 30 days, in a best case scenario, that $1,000 would be, let's say, $2,000, and then I would get my $100 or $200 from that bonus. And I've seen people in the Diamond program literally, well, one guy, I think he made $11,000 in 1 week, but it was just because he was bringing the right referrals into the program. And so we don't want the wrong referrals, but we want the right referrals, because the more people that are in our program, it enhances our positions when we're trading, and it gives us greater leverage. So if we have a greater account balance on some trades, we can wait longer for them to turn around because our leverage position is so strong. And honestly, that's one of the ways we've been able to win so much, because we have tremendous leverage because of all the people that have joined the program. And so the more people that join, it increases our ability to hold our position so that everybody can win in a greater way. So I want to challenge everybody, if you're not in the Diamond program, call the office, ask to speak to Andrea or ask to speak to Monica. Monica's actually the Diamond coordinator now, and she will get you in the Diamond program and explain that opportunity and what the Diamond program can do for you. But it would not only build the community, and which we're trying to do because we want to get to a good solid number, but it will also give you a referral bonus that may come in handy. So that's the Diamond program. A quick overview of all of our programs in case people are here who don't know. Our first program was the 50-50 program. And what that program means is you put your money in. At the end of the week, if you put $1,000 in, our goal originally was 10% a week, 2% a day, which was achievable. But when people's accounts start to get really big, there are different ways we have to protect their money. So I don't know if it's achievable for accounts that eclipse $100,000 and beyond, but for smaller accounts, it's perfectly achievable. But anyway, if you put your $1,000 in, the goal is to make you 2% a day, which is an amazing goal. There are people that invest money for a full year in the stock market, and they'll come out of that year having made 4 or 5% on their investment, and they are ecstatic because that's an incredible return on their money. To think that we have been able to consistently produce above 5% a week, that's the equivalent of 1 full year of investing per week. It's given us the ability to cover tremendous ground. So our 50-50 program is whatever you make, you make. At the end of that week, so if you had 1,000 in, and let's say you made your 10% goal, and so you made $100 at the end of that week, 50% of that money goes to your account. And so it compounds into your account, and then the other 50% goes into your pocket, and that can help you with your bills or help you with your family or whatever. So 50% gets put on your account balance, 50% gets put in your pocket, and that's why that program is called the 50-50. Our next program is the 100% program. It is exactly like the 50-50 program, except same goals, same everything, except The 100% program, you take 100% of the money and you compound that to your account. And so that's the 100% program. And then we have our power programs, which are the 90-day program, which trades at a higher daily rate. And we try to be a touch more aggressive, even though being safe. So people in that program, we just finished the cycle of that program, and people, they 3x their money roughly. So if you had 10 grand in there, you would come out of a 90-day program in 90 tradable days that I would say $32,000. I felt great about that, considering what was happening in the market. If the market was stable and steady, we would have made 5x, people would have 5x their money. But again, one of the things about finances is when the Feds raised the interest rate, and the Feds did that 4 times, it always drives the market down. So when people are upset because their returns are lower, they have to take a deeper look into the world condition. If the federal government pushes a few buttons, that will drive the markets down, which will affect how much money you can make. If they push a few of them other buttons, it can drive the market up. But we have to be in tune to what's going on in the world, because that greatly affects how much money we can make. And so that's the the 90-day program was trading at 5. It was trending at 5x. But then the Feds made an announcement. They pushed a few buttons. The market went down. If the unemployment rate goes up, which means Americans aren't working, the dollar value goes down, which affects your money. When Americans are working, the markets get better, the value of your dollar goes up. So it's not black and white. There's a lot that goes into it. But the more you understand it, and the more you see the opportunity, and every week you come in and you get 5%, just know by 2026, you'll be a millionaire. It'd be impossible not to be. So that's why I encourage everybody to stay together, stay locked into the collective goal, because we'll get there. And then our last program is the 13-day program, which is a program where we trade your money for 13 days, and then we cash out your profit to you. And then we automatically roll your money into the next 13-day cycle. And that's a great program too. But that's the gist of all of our programs. I covered the diamond program and the diamond opportunity, and that's an incredible opportunity. I want to thank everybody for their patience. We were having an overflow in our office, and as you know, our office isn't that big. Now, 20, 25 people in our lobby isn't a good thing for anybody. It wasn't good for us because it created office pressure, and it wasn't good for the people that had to wait an hour to get what they needed. So we went to a system where we're mailing all checks and all payments out. And when we switched from people picking up where we could just hand it to them to creating envelopes and writing checks, it has slowed us down. Checks are going out every day, but I want to thank everybody for their patience. I mean, and my mind is telling me by next Wednesday, we'll be all caught up and we'll be getting back to everything going out on Fridays. But it's been a journey. It's been a process, but thank you guys for your patience. Just know together we're continuing to move forward. And I think we're doing great for where we're at. We're on track. There's already a couple people that are trending toward this millionaire status, and I think they may eclipse it in the next, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. But I want all of us to eclipse it. So I'm not going to rest and be content until every single person in the program reaches the collective goal. So thank you guys for a Zoom meeting. I do want to say it's important that we touch base, because I look at us as a team. And so I want everybody to attend at least one Zoom meeting per month. If people don't want to do that, we've decided internally that we will we'll suspend the growth of their account. And then in the second month, if they continue to not participate in one meeting per month, which isn't a lot to ask for, then we will liquidate their account. And the reason we want you there is so that you can understand, because when people don't understand, sometimes they bring bad energy into the office and they're upset, and then it pulls the traders away from trading because we're putting out a fire. It pulls an enrollment officer away from enrolling because we're putting out a fire. But if we have better communication, and that's why we have the Discord, we won't have the need for people to not be informed. So I really want everybody to make an effort to be at one Zoom meeting a month. We're going to have a Zoom meeting every week. And guys, I really think this is a great program, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in the office soon as we continue to trend toward our collective millionaire status. So thank you all for coming. The meeting's only good for 30 minutes anyway, and we're at 27 minutes. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.